Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Back in the Arca series, we're at Chicagoland Speedway this week. We didn't have to go very far from the Chicago street course last week. You just had to go a few blocks down to the oval. But I don't know what car number we are. It looks like actually down here car number 12, but in the results it's all screwed up. It's people from the practice and everything, so that's all messed up. Not sure all who's in it. I think Gavin's probably in it, but other than that, not 100% sure everybody that's in here. So looks like we're car 12. We got 40 laps out here. It's going to be tough. I didn't feel super fast in practice going into this, so it's going to be interesting to see where we qualify at. But hopefully we can have a nice, clean race. Try to keep the cars straight. Bottom's going to be fast early. Top might come in late. I'm not sure. So let's get on the qualifying and see how we can do. All right, when I was doing practice, it seemed like second lap was faster for me on like my tires just for a qualifying lap. So I'm going to try and get the run off of turn 4 in the second lap as well. I'm going to run bottom on the first lap for 1 and 2, but in the second lap I'll run bottom both corners. But haven't felt super quick here. I've ran like a 29.8 was my fastest. But we'll see what we can do here. Car does not want to rotate all that well.
Green flag, green flag.
So it gets very, very tight on these qualifying laps, going all the way down to the flat down there. You want to try and stay in throttle as much as you can. That's going to be fully in the wall. I'm just going to lift because I'm banking on my second lap being faster anyways. No reason to wreck the car and then have to reset and your one lap be slower on the tires. But I think like some heat built up in the tires makes it go a little quicker. Has a little bit better grip as well.
30.5.
Yeah, 30.5 is not great. Stayed like 3/4 throttle for longer there, so I didn't like wash out really hard. Probably won't be a great lap. Trying to get down to the bottom 3 and 4. Took a long time. Did not want to rotate for sure down there. Second lap is going to be a 30.0, so yeah, it's not going to be too fast. Faster guys were in like the 7s or 6s potentially for a lap in practice, but that could have been some draft as well. I'm unsure, but I know I ran an 8 in the practice before. I don't know if the track temp was any different or anything, but so far people only hit 9, so not as fast as I thought it was going to be so far at least. But are the results going to be better? No, results are still all messed up, so we'll have to see where we end up starting once we get gridded up here. All right, we're getting ready to roll off here in 7th. I think only like 11 people got a qualifying lap in or just didn't qualify, because I did see some people not get a lap in from hitting the wall and stuff, so not a ton of people did qualify. It looked like there's 24 people in here, so our number is like directly in half. So if we finish like 12th or better, we probably should gain I rating in that case. But we'll see what we can do. Gavin's starting in 4th right in front of us up there, the number 11 car. Got a Gordon scheme on the outside here in 6th behind Gavin. But we'll see how this goes. Colton's on pole. He had a good lap. He was the only one in the 8s. He had an 870. And then Caleb's up there with a 902. So should be an interesting race. I got the 2 cars starting on our outside, who I think is at 20. But we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can get a decent start, 40 laps. Try to take care of the tires a little bit on the bottom, hopefully. And just keep it rolling. The top may come in later in the race, potentially, once tires are worn out, just to try to keep momentum, potentially. I'm unsure. We'll have to see how it goes. I feel like I haven't raced Chicagoland in a while, but at the same time, I somewhat remember it on a schedule recently, and I don't know which one. Maybe Gen 4s or something? I'm really unsure, honestly. But here we go. Good luck to everybody.
Cars off. Be ready. Green flag.
We had a decent start there. I didn't want to run the guy over in front of me. I kind of missed my shift a little bit. Got up in the 4th. We're good to go now. Try and hug this bottom the best that we can.
Still out there.
Being side by side early is probably going to wear out that right front a whole lot.
Still outside.
Kind of missed the bottom entry.
Outside.
We're all good now. Yeah, that 2 car is already moving way up there. He's that Mobile 1 car. He's already side by side with Gavin.
Still
He had a great start, was able to get down to the bottom like in turn 1.
Still outside. Clear.
The dirty air is definitely making us tight. I thought that 19 was getting up in the wall there.
Inside.
We'll see how this outside goes. Maybe we can make a pass here, hopefully.
Still there on the bottom.
He is going down to the flat now.
30, 22, 8, 6. Still inside.
Really don't want to run too high. Try and run this second lane. I don't want to be trying to go up there and rip the wall or anything. The backstretch is a little bit curved, so it's a little weird.
Clear.
We're up behind Gavin now.
Inside.
He's going down to the flat.
30, 22, 5.
We'll see if we can get by him.
Still there.
Do the same thing we did before, try and rip this middle lane. I thought that 12 car was going to get to my outside, so I wasn't trying to like cut him off and get hooked out to the wall.
Still there.
Gavin's in the middle. We're 3 wide on entry to 3. Yeah, that 12 car is ripping outside. We can get down to the bottom now.
30, 23, 8, 6.
Oh, he actually went down to the bottom as well. I wasn't expecting that. The 18 kind of missed the bottom at least, so we had some clean air. We're up in the 6th. We've only gained 1 spot technically over the race so far, but I feel like we've made a lot of passes. There's a Blake car ripping top right there. I think it's the 6. Yeah, it looks like the 6 car in the relative.
30.0, 8, 1, 70 pounds left position. Outside.
As long as this 18 keeps missing the bottom, we'll be fine. But I still got some clean air from that.
9, 0, 2, clear.
This guy is trying to make moves very aggressively early.
Outside.
A dirty air on entry is not fun. Yeah, that 6 car is ripping it right now. I feel like he is going to burn off those tires really badly, but who knows?
30.1.
Who knows?
Deleted.
It'll be interesting to see at the end of this race if he just falls back or not. Because we were running a little bit at the outside, but not that bad. Not trying to like slice and dice through the field, like moving lanes in the middle of the corner and stuff very much. And another one on the outside. That outside lane is very fast right now.
Still there.
It's definitely the way to pass. The outside's definitely the way to pass. It's just, is it gonna burn off their tires trying to keep their speed? That's the main thing.
Clear.
Don't want to take the 18 3 wide into turn 3 there.
Still outside. Still out there.
Everybody taking it down to the flat up in front of us. That does keep up the draft pretty well, at least. On the bottom. I hit the apron a little bit. It wanted to push me up.
Still outside. Clear high.
Oh, that guy got in the wall. Scared me. I didn't want to come up too fast if that wall was just going to slow him down completely. Trying to drag the brake a little bit on entry to get it to turn down the track into the corner. We've fallen back to 10th right now.
30.3.
I'm not all that worried about it. I'm trying to run nice and easy. The dirty air really wants to push us around. They're getting dicey up there. The draft is really keeping a lot of cars real tight to each other though. Like some of the cars that were slicing and dicing their way up through the field is kind of like stagnant once they got to the front.
30.4, 8, 9, still inside.
Oh god, is iRacing doing its thing where we're starting to lose frames as we get further into the race? It is right now on my end. I'm seeing I'm getting like 50 frames now all of a sudden, which happened at NIS when I was running Dega this week. I think iRacing's got a problem with that right now. Oh, 18 staying out. Thought he was going to go down on that flat, but he did not. That 19 almost got hooked. I think I still got one on the inside. Some guys skimming along the wall in the backstretch. Yeah, we're kind of just ripping top. Not really what I want to be doing, but we're out here. It's been a fun race so far. But the frame drop is getting annoying in these races. This is the second race in a row now I've had with doing NIS on the weekend, and then now this. Oh, that's the wall. Whoops. Not able to be very steady with the frame drop either, like bouncing off the wall and stuff. I thought I was gonna stay on it longer, so I was trying to pull a little bit left. We're in like 8th and 9th right now, battling side by side. The outside is fast. I just really think it's killing our tires, honestly. I really do. And with the curve on the backstretch, I'm trying to be careful on the exit of 2 to not pull down too much on it, because I'm trying not to smack the wall. I'm used to it being straight, and then when I straighten out my wheel, it the wall is still curved, so like they're a little bit off of they're like we're off on our normal lines and stuff on a normal track. Get back down to the bottom. We're back up to 8th. But yeah, I think it has something to do with the people were saying in NIS the replay spooling or something, which I need to find some sort of setting for that to turn it off, because that's what's making races lose FPS over time, because I'm down to 45 now. It is pretty annoying driving, probably pretty annoying watching too, so I am sorry for that. And this isn't even a long race, we're barely into this thing. But people are starting to like skip around me and stuff. I missed the bottom. Down to 38 frames now all of a sudden. Holy crap. It's getting worse and worse. iRacing needs to fix this, because it never used to happen until like literally I did my race on Saturday. I think Gavin said he had the problem at Dega as well when he ran Carb Cup. I thought it was just a Dega thing at first, but I'm thinking it's an iRacing thing now. We're 3 wide. Let's try and stay low here. I'm shocked nobody's wrecked with how crazy it's been so far, honestly. Yeah, the skipping's getting worse and worse. We're down to 33 frames. Holy crap, what is going on? Because like normally on some tracks, we might get like a spot on the track to where when I come around to it, it might get bad for a second, but this is all the way around the track and getting worse and worse by the lap. That's not fantastic. And we've fallen back to 14th now. That's not great either. It seems like that outside's just rolling. I'm hoping the back half of this race, it really starts to fall off or something. We see some smoke, but nothing happened. Just people hitting the wall. Oh, we see some more smoke. One guy's up in the wall. Can't quite tell what's going on with the skipping, but I think we got by it. We did. We're good. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Gavin's on our outside. Getting that apron to turn us a little bit. This 18's going to be 3 wide with him if he gets a good corner. I don't think he's going to quite get side by side with him though. I really kind of want to get to the outside and just start ripping it, because it just seems the way to be, which is pretty crazy to say that. Because just being stuck on this bottom, we were just losing spots over and over. Nick's on our outside, he's out here.
outside.
18's missing the bottom, so we had a pretty good corner.
You're outside.
Gavin's back down up there. He gained some spots, got back down. Looks like he's trying to get back to the outside. He does.
Still outside.
The thing is, if you want to try and rip along the wall and stuff, this skipping makes it very difficult to do so.
Still out there. Clear high.
I want to move up, try and get behind Nick and them up here. See if we can try to move forward. They want to come up into his left rear. This guy's got some damage.
Inside.
So sketchy. And look, it completely skipped going into that corner. That's not great.
Still there. Clear. Good job. Inside.
Try and get by this 18.
Inside. Still inside. Stay with him.
Very interesting race, though. It seems like the outside is the preferred lane overall, which is very interesting. It is fun, but at the same time, I don't know how bad the tire wear is going to be. It seems like more in 1 and 2 it's preferred. Oh, are they wrecking? Oh, God. There's one flipping. The slideshow wreck. We're down to 20-something frames per second right now. Holy crap. I was just kind of following the cars in front of me, and all of a sudden the guy ended up sideways in front of us. Luckily, Gavin missed it. Nick missed it right in front of us. And we were able to dodge all that. I don't know how it was in the bigger wreck than it was with that guy coming back down the track. That's pretty crazy. We'll see if we can try to catch back up to these guys and get by them. We're up to 13th once again. But the slideshow is just getting worse and worse. I think that was the 6 car who was ripping through the field early. That left and ended up sideways there on that front stretch. Try and see if we can rip the outside here. Oh, Nick kind of went outside. He does move out the way, so we do get some clean air mid-corner. Beginning of it, I had to lift for longer, though, because we were tight. Somebody up there is kind of in the wall, it looked like. Let's see if we can get to his outside here on the front stretch. We do get a hell of a run. That guy's going side by side, going under on the flat down there, which is pretty crazy.
Still there.
Okay, we're at a solid mid-20 frames per second right now. And we're getting bump draft. Trying to be precise into these corners is like impossible. You can't be precise right now. Kind of just sending it overall. See if I can get to the outside of this good wrench car.
Still there.
Try and be aggressive, see if we can get by them. Almost in the wall there. I heard it, but didn't slow us down or get the contact for it. I think the 18 car is following us. Oh, that guy got into him. They were getting in the wall. We got by Gavin and Nick now. Let's go. Up into, it looks like 10th maybe? After all that?
30.948.
The top is just the way. It's pretty crazy. I'm trying to get out of the wake of the dude in front of me because he went kind of high. I was trying to run lower, and he just slowly moved his way down. Oh, that guy's coming down on Gavin. They somehow keep it straight.
Yeah, appreciate that, bud.
There is a lapped car up here. Cody, the 3 car. Don't know how that happened. I didn't see anybody come out of the pits, I don't believe. Oh, they're all wrecking or getting hit behind us. Looks like Gavin and Nick got by it at least. The 18 and the 20 car. But we are in the top 10 at least. And we're coming up to 10 to go here, and we're right behind the 10 car. So we'll see if we can try to catch him. He just ripped that wall down. That was crazy. He got so much speed from that. I'm trying to stay out of his wake, but still run the top lane. Just to try and keep some clean air in the corner. But man, that top lane, he had such a run. I need to not smack the wall and stuff and slow ourselves down so Gavin and Nick don't catch us from behind. Looks like that 20 car is still back there because he got by Nick somehow. This 10 car is going to get himself in the wall. He smacked it there a little bit. I think just barely scraped it. But he's okay. We got over a second on Gavin. We'll see if our tires just completely fall off though. There's a possibility of that happening, I feel like. We'll see. They could have just been top the entire race. I have no clue. Battle for the lead's really tight up there as well. There's 5 guys up there. Okay, this guy's just ripping wall. If we just rip this second lane, we'll be fine. I want him to get in the wall and slow himself down a whole bunch. That'd be ideal. Luckily, we have the draft of this guy and was able to get by Gavin and all of them with this draft and pull away. But if we were by ourselves, it would be worse. We wouldn't have the draft and stuff, and that definitely would be worse. But I definitely need to find a setting for this like replay stuff because it is unbearable driving. Probably watching as well. If any of you guys are still here, I really appreciate you. You're the real ones. But we're at like 25 to 23 frames per second in this race right now. And when it was happening in my NIS at Dega, like everybody was talking about it. Holy crap, let's not do that. We're good, no damage on the car. Everybody was talking about it, and during a caution, since Dega's so big, I pitted and all F4'd out, got back in the race and got it fixed. Like it fixed itself because it had to like restart its replay spooling. But I don't get why it's happening in this race. It's such a short race. Like it didn't start happening in Dega until like 40 laps in or so. And that's a long time for Dega with all the cautions we were having. Still got over a second on Gavin. Lost a little bit of time with that wall hit. And it looks like we're kind of catching that group in front of us as well. So maybe the 10 car can get up there and start battling with some of them. And that battle for the lead up front, wow, it is really heating up. We're kind of all catching that group. They're 3 wide for second.
4, 5, going well.
Some craziness could happen up there. I don't know how we are in a top 10 position with the way this is. This is absolutely crazy. Nick did get back by that 20 car behind, it looks like. Some guys are up in the wall. The 10 car is up in the wall a little bit. But we're going to have 2 laps left here. Oh no, never mind. We still have 4 laps left. I'm stupid. I thought the 36 was a 38. I just looked at it for a split second.
Deleted it on 31.099.
Getting that clean air the best that we can. Get a run off with the draft and everything. Because we're keeping like equidistance to the guys in front of us. Gavin just doesn't have any draft, so I think that's why he's probably falling back. Luckily for us. Because other than that, I feel like we might be burning off our right front stuff, but you really want to stay in the draft. It's huge. Staying in the draft is definitely the biggest thing here. Which is a crazy sentence to say. I'm just waiting for these guys to wreck up here or something and we can gain some spots, but a lot of them are very high I rating guys up front. A lot of smacking the wall though, like that. Just barely clipping the part that's a little further out on the exit of 2. 10 cars up in the wall a little bit. Those 2 spots right in front of them are for position. I'm kind of okay that we're not battling with all these guys because something big might happen. 2 laps to go here. 10 cars trying to get by these guys. Man, if somebody starts to spin up there, we're at 20 frames per second, 19 even. I saw it flicker too. 10 cars up in the wall. He's trying to get a run on that 16. I would love to be able to get by this 19 on this final lap, or the 16 as well. We are faster than both of them. We've been catching them pretty quickly. Gonna try and split the middle here in the corner, try to keep that fresh air. I moved out just to get to his outside. Try and get this spot. 19 kind of sends it in, but we should be good to beat him to the line. 16 car, we're gonna get him at the line. We're gonna get 8th in the slideshow. Holy crap.
Good win.
That was ridiculous. We got
Yeah, that
8th
was
in the
really fun
slideshow.
day.
There was 14 FPS we're getting right now. Absolutely
Oh, yeah, no, that was
ridiculous,
fun
but
as
we
hell.
had a
I
hell
did-
of a run to the finish there.
Good run today.
Man, I wish that it was a clear race to see, because this
I think
is
that was fun as hell,
ridiculous.
by the way. I think you could toast the right front, but
Like, it takes forever to get out of the car as well with all that FPS drop. It's showing I have 9 FPS right now. Like, this is absolutely broken. Actually, it's jumping up right now. They're at 27 in the middle of this replay, but that was absolutely crazy. I don't know how we finished 8th out of that whole thing. Really crazy overall. But Gavin ends up 11th, Nick ends up 12th. I don't know what happened to the rest of the field. It looks like they're way down here. Like, everybody from my last practice is in here, and then it like cut us in half, so 13th on back is back here. I'm not even gonna, oh, actually our frames are okay right now. Maybe we can go through some of the wrecks. Let's see. If it gets too bad, I'm just gonna, oh yeah, we're at 30 frames right now looking at this, but I do want to see this one wreck on the backstretch. I don't know how that wasn't a massive one. That was absolutely crazy. I just want to see this one wreck that was on the backstretch. Oh, yep, he got hooked up into the wall. But what was the one on the backstretch? I think it had to have been right here, because it was this car. This is the backstretch. He lifted a whole bunch. Oh, big net code caught him. He's sideways in the middle of the track, and then it starts hooking back down the track. Caught the 5 car, who went flipping. That was terrifying, but absolutely crazy. I want to go back and just see the final lap for us, because we had a hell of a run there to the end. Like, we were absolutely moving on this final lap here. I just want to see how we got by these two in a little bit clearer review, because I had that middle in between them two. Didn't get the dirty air because they kind of split the difference there. Could have kind of taken it middle, but we had no frames to do it. I thought I was going to smack the wall there. I really just wanted to get to the outside of the 19 there, so we can try to get by him by the line. Thought I was going to hit the wall, kind of checked up more than I should have, and then got a good run here on the exit. Luckily, the 19 didn't wash out on us. I had a good run on the 16, so I just dove it down because he wasn't really blocking it, and beat him to the line. So, hey, we'll finish 8th, started 7th, but we finished 8th out of that whole thing, and absolutely crazy slideshow race. I need to go find the setting to turn all that off and stuff, because it is bad, but let's go see what we end up getting out of the results nonetheless. Well, overall, we came out with a 44 iRating gain. I will take that, because we lost like over 100 last week in the trucks at Dega. Gained like 40 or 50 of it back doing NIS, because we finished 7th as well. And so we got like 40-something back. So we basically got our 100 back, though, now between those races, which is really nice. Gavin gained 14 out of it. Nick even gained 16 out of it. He's back over 4K. He's definitely been over 4K before, I know that. But yeah, really interesting race. Gavin did end up with a 4X, maybe from that wreck that happened on the backstretch, potentially. So he lost a little bit of safety, but he has a lot of safety. We're trying to gain a little bit back of it from Dega, because we lost a good chunk in the truck race where we finished second to last, didn't wreck the car, but had a 12X. And then we also had like a 12 or 16X coming to the line at Dega, and didn't really wreck the car either. But we get a 0X here. Very happy about that. Colton, who had the pole, only led 3 laps, finished 4th though, but everybody was super tight. The draft is just so massive there. It's pretty crazy how crazy the draft is. Like, it's very, very strong. But yeah, sorry for the slideshow and everything. iRacing's been really weird since I did the NIS race. Everybody was complaining about their frames dropping through the race, and we started out our frames fine, like normal, and then 10 laps in, I was already down to 50, and then by the end of that, we were at like 20 or 14 even, I think, crossing the line, which was crazy. I don't know how we didn't wreck that thing or anything. So absolutely crazy race. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next one, hopefully having that problem fixed.